What up, guys? Welcome to Shenanigans. Today we're in the Schwip, the battle wagon. It does really mean one tire e-brake slides. This thing's gonna be sent hard. You make my words.
So we're on the way right now. We gotta go grab some coil packs for my Jetta. It started misfiring yesterday because one of them is bad. So I'm just gonna go ahead and replace.
Brakes are being broken in right now. They're brand new. Oh, they stick and then you brake while you're driving and then they stop sticking.
Jesus, Murphy. We're on our way to get Robbie right now, right?
Yeah.
So big man Bobby's coming along for the adventure.
Yeet.
What's up,
might
buddy?
not have a seatbelt.
Are you serious?
Brakes are questionable. As in questionable, not there.
I'm literally dead.
Nah, dude, it's registered. 180.
Send it! Yeah!
Putting some flashy touches on the Volvo. Got a good old hula girl. Looks good with the new dice too.
Yo! Dance, bitch. I can't fucking move, dude.
So we died in the middle of the road. I'm nervous.
No, that's.
Oh my!
I'm pulling it out of park. I can't do that. We may be stuck right here.
Yup, just go around. We're fucking broke down.
My road, boy.
Someone's gonna come booming over this hill and we're all gonna die.
Oh, we are gonna die. That's the scary.
I'm scared. There's a truck coming.
It's all good. We'll figure it out. If you could. Cool. Thanks.
So I took the old Volvo to go get my tools for my house so that we could work on Ryan's Mustang engine. But the Volvo's battery died when I was coming back, so here I am stranded. So now I'm just waiting for Robbie and Ryan to come pick me up, or rather come jumpstart me.
Alright guys, so we just got back to my house after a day of shenanigans. The main caps, they weren't seating correctly. So I got new ARP main cap bolts. You can see here, they're all torqued down right now, and I got new ARP side bolts. These are studs that we put in. It helps align everything a little bit better. Before we were using bolts, you have to line everything and then put the bolt through, obviously. So we're having a bit of an issue, but now everything's torqued down and the crank can be turned by hand. So right now, we are back to assembling pistons. So these are the three that we assembled last time. Those rings are gapped, so he's assembling the number 4 piston on the driver's side. I did those last time as well. I'm starting to do these. I'm getting this one done, the top ring. And we're gapping them to 0.20, which is what's required for running boost up to 15 pounds. So I'm looking to run around 12 pounds of boost at first, which should get me around the 500, 600 horsepower mark. So right now we got a new whip. It is that beast right there. It's a Volvo 240. It's a 91. Obviously we got a bit of riding on it. Seeing we've done a little bit of off-roading in it. It's actually not that bad. We're starting to experience a bit of a alternator issue with it. It's not bad. Gets you where you need to be. There's tons of room in the back. It's comfy to drive. Won't get any speeding tickets in it. So right now we're putting the rod bearings in. We have all the pistons assembled, as you can see here, with all the rings on them. So everything's all lubed up besides actually lubing up the cylinder walls and dropping the pistons in. I bought an ARP piston installer. It's tapered from the top down to obviously what your bore is. That's what my bore is at. So they should, in theory, slide right in.
Slide it right in.
On bends, we use sort of like a wrench thing to compress all the rings and then drop it in, but it's just a pain because it doesn't actually sit flush because you're obviously wrenching one side, so there's a bit of a gap, and it's not the best way of doing it, but it definitely works. But this just makes it a lot easier. But yeah, once the rods are in, we can do the rear main seal. Basically how that works on these things is the seal sits on the end of the crank. That's the plate that goes over and holds the rear main seal on, and the bolts are sitting back there. So we can do that, we can do the water pump, we can get the heads on, we can start throwing some timing stuff back on it. The only thing I'm honestly waiting on is the cams. I ordered custom cams, so I'm obviously not mad at them or anything for sending them out so late. And they said that they were backed up when I ordered them, so I knew that it would take a little while. I basically have every single thing needed to put this thing in the car, so we're probably gonna end up doing that and putting the turbo kit on after it's in the car. So depending on what my tuner says, I'm going to try to put my stock injectors back in once it's in the car. We should be able to start it up, make sure there's no leaks, make sure it's actually running, and sort of check everything out before we go and turbo it. So what's left to order is basically just injectors, fuel pump, some of the gauges. I ordered some of the gauges already, but they're also backed up a little bit. Besides that, we're good to go. We got the K-member in and everything, so.
That thing is dope.
Facts. Look at that 300ZX over there.
I don't want to be like you.
That thing. So we just replaced the coil packs. Now she runs mint. Yeah, this is what we found in the car. 2 completely different coil packs.
There's another one.
Yeah, so that's just for reference how messed up they were.
That one's different too.
Yeah, there's 4 different ones in there now that we've taken them all out, which is not always good.
Oh, hold on, I got you. Alright.
There's water?
I tried in England.
Ryan's gonna try backflip.
I'm scared of
I know, it's danger. Woo! Get your ass in change, girl. Well, nigga, you don't fucking. Come on, bud. Oh, who is it?
You just went full layout.
Shawty do not play no games with me. Yeah, that shit is lame to me. Spend every